This week marks the third week of Expo 2020 Dubai. The South African pavilion has so far showcased the SA Heritage Week, the Mzansi Talent Showcase, and One Night With Mzansi, which saw artists such as Nomzamo Mbatha, Sho Madjozi, and Ami Faku putting their skills on the global stage. It's all been so wonderful to watch. Newzroom Afrika's Thembekile Mrototo joins us now from our Dubai desk. Thembekile, great to see you. It's been quite an interesting few weeks for Team South Africa there. What can you tell us?
Hi, Michelle. Welcome to Expo Dubai, well, Expo 2020 Dubai. We are broadcasting live from the South African pavilion, as you know. A lot's happened. Just last night, in fact, we had another showcase of a South African production, Reika, which features Kim Engelbrecht and Thando Tabete. People here enjoyed it. They were out last night at a multi-choice event. You know, multi-choice from the weekend has been putting on various showcases, trying to show the world what South Africa is doing as far as television production. But there's a lot that's gone on, as you rightly said, Michelle, that's happened since the 1st of October when Expo officially launched. And we've got with us now here in studio someone who has been very involved in what South Africa has brought to Expo 2020, and that's none other than our Consul General to Dubai. That's His Excellency David Makgabe, who's with me here in studio. Very good morning to you, Consul General. Thank you so much for your time. So, as Michelle and I were saying, it's been, what, 2 weeks now? We're going into our third week of this Expo. From a South African perspective, what has been the standout moment so far?
Well, thank you very much, Thembekile. Thanks for the opportunity this morning. But good morning to South Africans at home, to the Newzroom Afrika. Well, it's been a very exciting experience for our South African team, representing our beautiful country in Dubai. From the opening on the 1st of October, we've been focusing on what we are used to in terms of our sports, arts and culture, showcasing what we can offer to the world as a whole. And so far, we've been received with marvelous wonders. Yes.
And let's talk about that, because what we've seen, at least since my arrival here, has been for the focus on our entertainment industry, the music, the television productions, and that is very different, isn't it, from what people associate with South Africa as far as investment opportunity, because previously we were a country known mainly for raw materials and natural resources.
That is true, because what our plans for participation in the Expo, coined under the theme, Think South Africa, Think Opportunity. The lineup of activities that have been put in terms of the month of October, November, December, until the last month in March, has been focusing on bringing any talent that South Africa could offer to the world. That will then be in terms of the creative art, in terms of that they performed, names which came here during the opening, and all of them were well received, and they started looking at South Africa in a different form.
So it's safe to say then that perceptions of South Africa as an investment destination are changing, are shifting.
Well, I think we through what you've already showcased so far, we're able to position South Africa as a global player and a nation that competes with the best. That's what we've already observed.
And I mean, just walking through the Expo Center here, and we're showing some of the scenes, some of the pictures of the Expo Center itself, as you can on screen right now. But when we bring up images of the pavilion, the South African pavilion, you see just our rich heritage reflected. I mean, from our studio view here, you see a beautiful Ndebele-clad woman, and that reminds me of the opening of the multi-choice A Night with Mzansi on Sunday, where Mamnothembi Mkhwebane then opened the event. And that has been one of the things that people who we speak to here say stands out about South Africa, just how diverse we are.
Well, from our cultural diversity in terms of the displays that we have in the studio, which has a bright attraction, but also based on our heritage. It has made a number of visitors to our pavilion to start getting accepted, but looking at more on our content, as we are doing our history around Nelson Mandela and all these other areas that we have already done. So this has caused a storm of attraction at our pavilion, because so far we have received not less than over 15,000 visitors who have got different interests in terms of what South Africa could offer to them. Yes, because they are looking at South Africa with all that it can offer to them, which we start we have in the yeah.
Let's speak about your Consul General based so strategically here in Dubai, because there is an ambassador. Consul General.
South Africa has two missions in the United Arab Emirates. The one at the capital, like you mentioned, the embassy, and the one in Dubai. Dubai is more of our economic mission. It's like in South Africa in Johannesburg. And then Abu Dhabi becomes your Pretoria. And therefore, the strategic role of why we are here is to strengthen the relationship, the bilateral relationship and the bilateral trade between the two countries. In terms of attraction into the country on foreign direct investment, but also I'm sure you are well aware that South Africa is rich in tourism itself. So we want to make South Africa as a tourism of choice, destination of choice.
And that's why currently in South Africa, I mean, we've seen the example of the United Kingdom, the negotiations, discussions that had to go on as far as getting us off the travelled red list, getting into Dubai, at least for Expo, wasn't necessarily the easiest. Are you finding that there's more of a welcoming position from here for South Africans who now wish to come here, not for work, but to travel for fun, holidays and the rest of it, especially with December coming?
Well, I know South Africans like Dubai a lot, a great deal. And then with the pronouncements by the United Kingdom on the restrictions, South Africa being lifted from the red list, that has been an opportunity for traveling, but also for us to be able to receive and welcome more tourists into South Africa.
So when you speak to people in this region, outside of Expo and the conversation that you and I are having at the moment, what is it that they expect from South Africa?
Well, I'm sure what you have dealt a lot there is in terms of repositioning South Africa itself to compete with all the 192 countries who are participating in the Expo. We think it goes further than that, because I'm sure well aware here that when you go into various supermarkets here, shops, there are a lot of South African products which we work with various entities to promote all our products, be either from the medical equipment, be either the product that we have from agriculture. But mostly it will then say we need to receive more visitors in South Africa who are tourists, because tourism is one of the backbones of South African economy.
Consul General David Mohabe, good to speak to you, South Africa's Consul General to Dubai. Thank you for your time today. And we're going to stay with our focus this morning on the Emirates and what's happening in this region in the world as far as South African relations. We've reflected on that. Relations at this point at a very good stage, Michelle. But later on, we're going to bring you much more coverage on what the Emirates has put on from their pavilion. Ahmed Kaji is with me, in fact, here in Dubai, and he's going to take us through the sights and sounds from outside the Expo. We're going to go live to him when we speak to you next. But for now, Michelle, it's back to you in Johannesburg.
Well, thanks very much indeed for that. My colleague Thembekile Mrototo live to us there from Expo 2020 Dubai.